Functions enable you to perform a variety of useful operations in your designs. These manipulate numbers in a variety of ways. They might compare two numbers and keep the higher one. Or maybe they round to a certain decimal place. By the end of this video, you'll be able to describe each numeric function and leverage them in your designs. The function absolute value removes the negative symbol from any number if it's present. If you input negative 13, it returns 13. If you input a positive number, the number remains as it is. Range examines the first number. If it falls between the min and max, the function returns the input number. If it does not fall within that range, it changes to the end of the range it is closest to. So, if you input range 135, it will return 3. The 1 is less than the minimum of 3, so the function increased it to match that minimum. If you input range 12, 10, 20, it returns 12. The input is returned because it lands within the accepted range. Max and min function likewise. You enter the number you want to check with the boundary to examine it against. If it is outside that boundary, the function returns the value of the boundary. For example, max 10, 5 would return a 5 because the input of 10 is larger than the maximum of 5. And min 310 would return a 10 because the input of 3 is smaller than the minimum of 10. If the number is within the designated bounds, the input number is returned. So, max 710 returns a 7, and min 41 returns a 4. The square root function looks at the provided number and returns its square root. So, square root 9 returns a 3. If the square root is a decimal number, the result extends to the 16th decimal place. Square root 10 would look like this. The ceiling and floor functions take a decimal number and return the largest or smallest integer. A simplified way to understand this is that the ceiling forces the decimal number to round up to the nearest whole number, and the floor forces it to round down. That means floor 2.8 would return 2, and ceiling 5.1 would return 6. The round function is similar, except it rounds to the nearest whole number. So, round 2.5 returns 3, and round 5.4 returns a 5. Sine returns the sign of the designated number, and cosine returns the number's cosine. These are advanced mathematical concepts that refer to ratios of the sides in an equilateral triangle. And finally, to wrap it up, we have pi. Pi is a mathematical constant that is the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter. Using the pi function here is a shortcut, and it acts as pi out to the 15th decimal place. Thank you for watching this overview on the numeric functions in Component.Studio 2. If you have questions or comments, leave them here below on YouTube, or join the Component.Studio Facebook group. And lastly, you can find the Game Crafters Discord and join the conversation there. Until next time, I'm Andrew Voigt, helping you make the best games you can.